Hammertime, Mace Hammertime, Mace Hammertime, Mace Hammertime MMA Power Hour Show with Ronny, yeah!
Let's go.
Action! What's up, everybody? This is Mace Hammertime with the Mace Hammertime MMA Power Hour.
It's your boy Ronny J with the
Ronny J over here. If you haven't heard of me, I'd be surprised. This is Mace Hammertime, and I'm the deadliest man in the known universe. My victories, too large to count. My defeats stand at 0.
How many of those victories are verified, though?
We've already talked about this. I've never fought in front of a crowd, camera. It's always one-on-one, and never have the press there. But I've never been defeated in any form. This year's Tuffy 5K, the resident Pitbull. He is also undefeated in the streets. And we got a new member of the show today, Ronny J.
Yes, we do.
We got the Almighty joining us, saying what's up.
What's up? What's up? What's up? I'm here. Let's get after it, man.
Yep, so the Almighty is going to be giving us all the information. He is the eye in the sky. He is the all-knowing. So whenever we need a little backup on making sure that we're always right, because we're always right. Right, Ronny?
Always.
Always right.
97%.
97.9%.
Yeah, I'm 100% of the time, 60% of the time.
That doesn't make any sense.
Right on. I got my chucks. We got the axe. I don't know if you guys noticed over here, though. This is my official Rocky 2 jacket. I'm personal friends with Sly. After the movie, he's like, hey, gonna give you this jacket. I'm like, hell yeah, I'll take that jacket. So it's my prized possession. Got the ninja stars. Got my Terminator poster. And one day, after you have a lot of success, you can have a view like this behind you when you're, rich like me. Isn't it awesome? Like the mountains behind me?
I don't think it. I don't think this is right.
come on. No. Look at that. That's beautiful. I wake up this every morning. Okay.
Claw.
Yeah. So anyway, we're gonna be talking about some fights today. What do we got? UFC what? 270.
274.
So before we get into the meat and potatoes of that, is any tidbits of gossip that we heard? Like, because I would like to start a segment of this program called "The Real Housewives of the UFC." All right, who's the couple of the week this week? I think it's Hamzat and Nate Diaz. Now they're beefing.
Oh man, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know why they're beefing.
I think
there's nothing to beef about.
It's not good for anyone.
No, it's not good for one person in particular.
So, just before we get into the UFC, like the fight card coming up this weekend, because it's going to be fucking awesome.
Yeah, it's going to be
I just think that, I don't know how long Nate Diaz's shelf life is coming up.
Oh, he's like milk from last month.
Yeah,
what is
it's not.
What is his game right
it's
now?
like, let's not drink this milk.
Yeah, like, I don't know if I want to see him fight anymore. And if he fought as bad as his brother did in his last fight, well,
the thing is though, his brother like Nate has some. I mean, Nick has some success when he was fighting Robbie Lawler. Like he was looking kind of good.
Oh my
like
God.
That was like 12 years ago.
no, the new one they just had. He
I'm
fought
talking
again
about-
recently.
I'm talking about the second one. But
Oh
yeah,
no,
like,
this one was. He looked terrible.
He looked like he had like 6 Del Taco tacos before he jumped in.
like okay, like it's a nostalgia thing, but like he was getting some blows though. Like he was crushing him. He was
That was not.
Fuck
That was,
nostalgia, bro. This is not like a movie. This is life. And his brain is Veggie Tales. Like,
yeah,
it's
both of them.
you can just tell when someone doesn't want to do it anymore, though. And like, why are you doing this? Because I think that someone like him has the option to do it or not. All right, he can live that way, can do that thing. But you could see, like, I don't know, it just didn't seem like he just doesn't want to fight anymore. He's not a young dude. Like, and you're 38 years old, you haven't fought for 6 years, you smoke a fuckload of weed. He looked out of shape, but. Anyway, so where does his brother stand with all this? How many more fights do you think Nate Diaz will even entertain a crowd? Because at some point, like, you know, MMA's the fans, like, they chew these guys up like juicy fruit and like spit them out. Like, you're popular for a minute, nobody remembers. You're talking about before we got on air, we were talking about Shogun Rua.
Yeah.
Like, people, like, you know, if you're a real fan, you know who that man is.
Yeah.
But you know, he hasn't been like the hot fucking guy forever.
No, but not even that. It's like we gotta allow these older dudes to like stop fighting.
Facts.
We don't have to keep bringing them back. Like
Right.
we haven't heard of Shogun in so long. Like why is he fighting again?
Well, they have contracts, I believe, and they can cut them at any time. They do have a draw though until the numbers show differently. I think they'll keep bringing them back. You know, if they can put butts in seats and they're relatively healthy and not Chuck Liddelling out there, I think they'll be okay.
But at what point do we look at the ethical part of it? Like I said,
What are you,
like,
some kind of fucking vegan?
I'm just
What are you
saying,
talking about,
like,
man?
I'm
What are you
just
talking
saying,
about?
Like, why
Ethical?
Why do
What
we
are
have
you
to
talking
sit here
about?
and watch these older people just like fuck themselves up?
I mean, I
Like,
think the UFC is too ethical in general. I'm like into like throat moves. I go for the kill. That's how I fight. You guys know that. All right, that's why I carry these around at all times. Why not? Chucks.
So you think like a knife hand would just work in like?
Dude, how many times have I won?
I don't know.
It's an
I don't know.
uncountable
No, don't do this.
Uncountable amount.
It is unverified. I can't say how many
It's
times.
unverified.
You know what,
because
if-
no one's been living long enough to even count.
I
Why
ran out of them.
Oh my god.
Only Habib is next. That's me. I'm like Habib.
And Habib's out of shape.
But you know he ducked me out of his chest. Anyway, so Nate
you got
Diaz.
him over Khabib?
Yeah, Nate. Yeah.
He's
You
never
don't
lost.
like, dude. I mean, come on. I could go teach like seminars on grappling in Dagestan. I mean, if they could afford me, I would go over there and show them
Hey,
the real
You
wrestling.
know what, mate? Enough said. Enough said.
That's it. I mean,
You just proved your point right there.
I'll run up to those damn mountains.
Hey,
I'll fly like an eagle up there. They'd be like,
Easy
oh, here he
breathing.
comes. So, okay, so anyway, Nate Diaz, I think he's got like a shelf life of, he's got one more fight. If he underperforms like he has in the past, that BMF title thing, that was horrible.
yeah.
Do you remember how sad that was? I
I
felt
mean,
kind
but
of,
he rocked off on Leon Edwards.
yeah, he lost though.
Bro, one shot.
He lost.
Like one shot.
One shot almost cost Leon Edwards everything.
Almost.
That would have been hilarious.
Almost though.
I'm not.
That's
Oh
the-
no,
yeah.
I'm not saying.
It's
I'm
like-
not saying he's elite by any means. I'm just saying he got a good shot in.
He got a
So,
good shot in. Yeah, I think that
He has a puncher's chance at least.
well, I'd like to hang out with him and have some Delta 8 sometime with Nate Diaz, but I think he's fighting is he's definitely in the lower end of a mediocre career.
Like
For sure.
realistically speaking, like honestly, I could see him in 3 more fights. But like
Oh, he's
the
gonna
thing
fight.
is, do you want to see him in 3 more fights?
I don't think he's gonna. I think as long as he puts butts in seats, that's all that matters.
I think
I
Kansai's gonna
think-
fuck him up.
Yeah, I think this, if not his last fight, is like the one before the ride off in the sunset.
G.
For sure.
Okay, yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
They're like feeding him literally to the wolves.
Yeah, like, and it's not good, bro. Like, I remember when Gilbert was asking to fight him, I was like, please, God, no. Like,
Apparently, because I am the UFC insider, so when I was hanging out there and getting to real dirt, he turned on the Habib fight a bunch of times, 20 times. He was offered to fight Habib and Nate Diaz.
yeah, I heard
He wouldn't do it.
similar.
Okay, so let's move on to this fight card here. It's going to be a big one. We got a lot of ground to cover. Let's start with the not the early prelims because those people haven't earned Mace's attention yet.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you got to get
Well,
to,
ooh, the
Early?
prelims, yeah, the early prelims is just Tracy Cortez. I just want to see.
Oh, yeah.
Brian Ortega, ain't that Brian Ortega's
I
bootleg?
don't matter.
Is it really?
I think so. Tracy Court, like they're both like, she was like got real popular because like she
Okay, we'll
she said
see.
they was, like,
We'll
they was
see
dating.
now. Well, that changes everything. Okay.
Wait, hold on. What do you
Well,
mean
just
by
there's
that?
connections, and we'll
No,
see.
she's act like I heard she's act. I haven't seen her fight personally, but I heard she's really good.
Typically how that. Works.
Okay, so moving on past people we know nothing about, and probably will never know anything about because they're early prelim people. You know,
Fair.
we'll see.
Fair enough.
Early prelims. They're the $10,000 fighters, and good for them. That's tough work. That's hard.
Facts.
It's true.
Just to go there, you're probably losing money going to fight.
Yeah.
But you're hoping for that performance that'll get you on the radar, pushed up, and into the $30,000-$40,000 fight range, I guess. I mean, that's at least like worth your time, the 30,000-40,000. But if you start, get a couple of those, I like the way
for sure.
I like the way the UFC is structured with their pay about meritocracy. You have to really work, to get there. But if you get there, you can do all right. I think the top echelon guys should get paid a lot more though.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay. I was about to say you don't think
championship fights is automatically $1 million fights.
Oh yeah.
Automatically $1 million fight.
Bare minimum.
Yeah, I feel like they need to kind of like, I guess, not think of like another sport like basketball because they rake in so much, but like at least pay them like yearly instead of per fight.
It's that's a bit tricky too, but I can see that, like,
especially if they're not fighting or they're hurt.
Yeah, but there should be. I mean, I don't think people should be fighting on the early prelims for $12,000 though.
Yeah, for real. Like
I mean, you gotta have a base when you come in that here you're gonna be able to. It's worth your time. They should have some kind of.
Yeah, it's a professional sport. Like you shouldn't be playing a professional sport and having to work another job.
Yeah, but in the word professional in fighting is the most loosely based athletic profession that's ever existed.
It just means you get paid for
a
fight.
It's like you go to a backyard. I don't know what constitutes it. I think it has to be involved with some kind of athletic commission or some sanctioned fight. But once you fight in a sanctioned fight that has cash changed hands, then you're a professional fighter. So
I see what you're saying.
But, like in a lot of those cases, though,
but you can be. I've heard it. Listen, I've had to take a lot of tough guys down in my life.
Of course.
That say stupid things like I'm a pro fighter. I'm like, I'm not, but I bet you're not. And then I just do a couple of mace. And like they're like, oh, that's what a pro's like.
Okay.
It's like that though.
It is like that sometimes.
It's hard. It's hard when you have the skills.
Hey, moving on to the early prelims.
Gotcha.
Well, not the early prelims. Fuck the early prelims. Other than Tracy Cortez.
Yes, and then the mid card.
Yeah. Really, the one that I'm really looking forward to, other than the Chaos Williams fight, is Brandon Royval. He likes to scrap.
Yo, versus Matt Schnell.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's
Matt Schnell. He used to be on that show.
Caged.
Yes. Yeah, Danger. That guy comes from some tough shit.
For real.
But that Royval guy, he had fought, what's his name before? Moreno, and took him. Did Moreno beat him up, though? Or did they fight? Was it a good fight?
Moreno.
Can you look up how that was, Deuce?
Yeah.
That Moreno Royval fight? Because I remember it was a hype fight, but I think that he got beat up. I could be wrong, though. Which has never happened, so probably not.
Give me a little bit.
Yeah, so we got, who's he fighting? He's fighting Matt Schnell, and what are those guys' records?
Matt Schnell is 15-5. I know that for a fact.
Brandon Royval is 28. All right, now for the intros, here's the buff. Ladies and gentlemen,
So is this go, how long is the fight?
We're not gonna watch.
Yeah, no, I got you.
The fight, I'm gonna have to actually.
Brandon Royval is 13-6. Matthew Schnell is 15-5.
So this is for
No,
both,
it's a really good. It's a really good
for
card.
both of these guys though. This is it for them. Like, they're both about in the same exact situation in their career, right? Both about they got mid, like 5-6 losses. That's not bad, but when you start to approach 10, you got to start thinking about.
They're in 125. It really doesn't matter.
You're right.
You can win.
You can make a run. You can make a quick run.
And they're evenly matched up. So Matt Schnell, he's 32. He's 5'7", and Brandon Royval, he's 29. He's 5'8", so he's a little bit taller. But Matt Schnell has more fights. He has like a lot more experience. So it may actually. And Brandon Royval really likes to bang. So he's gonna sit there. He's gonna fight, but he also has a little bit of ground game.
That's the thing, though. Matt Schnell can fucking bang, but he can bang pretty technically. Like he can really like box your head off. Like if he really gets going. Mm-hmm. The only thing is like he can be a little bit like, I don't know. He's not the most durable.
And that's not really going to count with Royval, man. He's hard.
It's
but
gonna
he
be tough.
He gets sloppy. So if Matt Schnell's a little bit more technical and then Brandon Royval's a little bit sloppy, but he has more power, this might really be a fucking good fight.
For real.
Well, do you think is Royval coming off a loss or a win?
I think he's coming off of a loss.
Are they both coming off losses?
I'm pretty sure Matt won his last fight. I can look that up.
See Mace? Dude, I just watched Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, that movie. You ever seen that?
Yeah.
All right,
Live
the live action one. So,
Brandon Revolt's coming off of a win.
Okay, and then Schnell's coming off of what? What I was about to say about the Ninja Turtles is that I taught that guy how to do those truck moves in that movie.
You taught Michael.
Well, I was like, I'm uncredited stuntman because I was never looking for the the clout. I was just doing it because I loved the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. But I also was like, cool, you want to look awesome? Then you want to learn these moves.
Right.
That's
So,
good. Yeah.
with Matt Schnell, he hasn't fought in a few years.
Years?
Yeah. All of his fights, so he hasn't fought since pre-COVID.
Oh, I see. So he hasn't taken a fight since pre-COVID. So
I think he might get knocked out. He might get drugged into deep water and knocked out.
Nah.
Well-
he's danger, bro. That's Matt Danger.
and is he
man.
coming?
Yeah.
Is his last fight? Who's his last fight against? What happened?
Alexander Pantoja.
Pantoja.
Yeah, Pantoja. Boom. And he lost. It was actually KO.
I think this is so more. This is a more important fight, I think, for Schnell than for Royval, because Schnell loses here. I think he's gonna hang it up. 33 years old, and especially if he gets beat up bad, like knocked out bad, I don't think he's gonna want to. I don't know. Who knows? I hope nothing. I want to see. I hope it's a good fight.
It's gonna be a good fight, but it's like this is really like kind of to set up Brandon Royval to fight with.
To fight into like a whole lot bigger contender, so he can get.
It's to set up a fight with Brandon Moreno. They're really trying to put. Yeah, that's basically what this is. They're feeding him Matt Schnell. I hope he wins. It's genius. It really. It's like it's evil. It's evil, but it's genius. Like I hope Matt can pull it through, but this is
so that's at the flyweight, right?
Yeah, this is
125 pounders.
Yeah.
I gotta fight two of those guys when I fight them. Two at once. That's how I gotta fight 125 pounds.
So Demetrius Johnson is easy.
I would need two of those.
You would need
for a challenge.
Two Demetrius
Johnson.
Johnson.
Okay, so what else we got going on?
In the prelims.
Yeah.
Ending it with Chaos Williams and Randy Brown.
Randy Brown. What do you guys think about that? What's your take on that?
It's gonna be fucking phenomenal.
Yes, it's gonna be amazing. They're
Someone's going to sleep.
So, and we saw Chaos fight the last time though. Did he lose? Remember the last time we talked trash about him? Anyway, maybe. That
was William Knight. He did lose that fight.
Yeah. So Chaos is coming off a loss.
A win.
A win.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, by knockout, right? Yeah, that man, his hands are very crisp. Yeah, I think he also has like a boxing career going on too.
Is
Not
that
like anything
is that at
crazy.
welterweight?
Yes, welterweight.
Okay.
It's nothing. His boxing career is nothing too crazy, but like he
Obviously
has
not.
hands.
Yeah,
He has
yeah.
hands.
You can't really have a boxing career if you're in the UFC. They can put a kibosh on that.
Yeah.
Check out Francis Ngannou right now.
I knew you was gonna say something.
Well, I mean, they'll let Conor McGregor do it, but for some reason, you know why the UFC won't let Francis do that right now because they don't got their hands in the cookie jar. That's all they want.
Why. Nah, that's exactly why.
That's all they want, the hand in the cookie jar.
Because they know how lucrative that could possibly be.
What's
and,
gonna
like,
do?
They want a part of it.
That's gonna make so much money.
So much. I want to see that.
He's gonna get beat up.
Nah, I believe in Francis.
You are drunk.
His dream.
You are drunk and high.
He's gonna go in there. He's gonna 1-2 to the body, uppercut. Tyson's going to sleep.
That may be the silliest thing you've ever
Francis
said.
Ngannou is the greatest heavyweight boxer of all time. I'm calling it right now. I'm talking shit. Don't.
Crickets.
I'm talking so much shit. Please.
Hey man, I'm not gonna lie. Tyson Fury is just gonna beat him up.
Yeah, he's gonna use him as a heavy bag, honestly.
Yeah.
But Tyson Fury is to me, in my expert eye, probably one of the best pure boxing heavyweights that's ever boxed.
For sure.
He looks terrific. Okay, so Chaos Williams, who you guys got in that one? Randy Brown or Ray Brown? Who's that? What's up with that guy?
So with Randy Brown, he's coming off of a win, a decision. And then before that, he won. He beat Alex Oliveira, Cowboy.
Oh,
yeah, I saw
yeah.
that fight. That was a dope. Yo, I think didn't he knock him out
No, it was by sub.
by guillotine?
You know more than me.
Well, okay, so which fight are you guys liking then? I'm taking Chaos.
I'm going Randy Brown.
I'm going with Chaos.
All right.
That man is something else.
All right,
He's
you're
very
a big fan
explosive.
of that guy.
I
All right.
am. He's explosive.
You think he's championship material?
No, I do not. But top 10, top 5.
I think he's
yes.
more like a what's his name? Bobby Green.
He's a Bobby Green kind of
he is
guy.
a Bobby
Has
Green.
he fought Bobby Green?
Bobby
No.
Green only does.
Bobby Green's an old.
Yeah, he'll fight at 55 too. So if these guys are welterweight, he's not gonna.
Yeah.
He's not. Well, I mean,
Hey,
Bobby
Bobby
Green
Green will.
170.
Yeah, Bobby Green will take a fight. At
Okay, let's talk about this main card because this is a real. This is a Hammer Time approved.
All right, so the main card starts off with Donald Cerrone and Joe Lazan.
Okay, so real
Some
quick,
old heads.
that's one. This is one of these ones that is. There's no reason for this fight to be happening.
Facts.
All right, I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, because it's on the main card. I, in my heart, want to believe that it's going to be an explosive fight, but my guess is going to be a 3-round snooze fest
Yeah, it's not.
with a couple. I mean, I think it just depends.
I think it's gonna be a hard fight for both of them because they're both 70. That's really it. They're both like okay, so Cowboy's 39, Joe Lazan's 37. Like
I didn't even know Joe Lazon was still in the UFC.
Well, they got a lot of
Real.
miles on their tread, both
Real.
of those fellas. So it's I you know what? Maybe they'll bring back some magic and leave it all out there. Maybe this would be Cowboy's last fight because he was crying at the press conference.
yeah.
So
That's a good sign.
it may be a sign that he's gonna fucking put it all out there one last time.
and hang it up.
I'd love to see it, but I don't think that guy could hang it up if he wanted to. I think he's going to keep fighting. If the UFC cuts him, which I think this is his last fight in the UFC,
Yeah.
I think it's on his contract too. But I 100% would believe that he would go fight in Bellator or PFL at a drop of a
I
hat.
don't got that. I don't
He
got
really
that.
shouldn't, bro.
I think he's done. I think this is the last one. He'll retire. I think because he just
Oh
has
yeah,
son.
talk to Diego Sanchez.
Oh fuck.
Yeah,
Bro,
or-
he's boxing Dan Hardy.
Yeah.
That's not good for him.
Yeah.
Like,
Then I just seen Jeremy Stevens fighting in PFL this last weekend, and it was an awesome fight. Don't kid, it was one of the best fights I've seen in a long time. But
Did he win?
these dudes,
I think that Donald
No.
Cerrone's just like I don't know. He's done a lot. Cowboy's done a lot.
I don't know if that guy can stop though. He's one of these guys who fights because he doesn't know what else to do with his time. You know what I mean? Like
Bro,
if they're gonna let,
he jumps out of planes and shit. Like,
Yeah,
why
he-
you
now
can
he
do
has-
that?
I know, but you know, listen. I mean, I've fought so many times that the rush is, But when you're young and you're hungry, and even at Cerrone's age, you get that spike, you know, that feeling, and I think that's something that he's probably accustomed to in his life, and you become addicted to the process. It's a career. It's his life. So stopping, why train martial arts if there's no reason, there's no competition? All right?
So like, to touch on that, so like, I've watched like a little bit of stuff on Cerrone.
Sure.
And with him, man, he has like the BMF ranch, and he has like he trains fighters. So, like he has like a big property of land where he has like people come out and do a lot of different shit. So not just like only training, but like learn how to damn near be a man.
Yeah.
Learn how to fucking change tires, how to fucking learn how to build houses, build chicken.
Doing
coops.
dude shit.
Yeah, dude
for real.
shit, bro. And I don't know. I think that like he's getting older. He has a son now.
Yeah.
That he's walking out. He was crying about his son actually.
Yeah,
Well,
that was what
I
we
think
was
that's it. I think this is it.
Well, then hopefully he gets out of this fight healthy, win or lose, and he walks off, because I'd hate to see him get Joe Theismann out there. I don't know if you guys know about Joe Theismann.
I don't know who that is.
You know?
but, like,
Check, next time you're on YouTube, check out Joe Theismann, Lawrence Taylor. That's all you got to put in.
damn. Okay.
Yeah.
But
More recently, though, you could do Alex Smith on the Washington, now the football team, and now the Commanders. He had an injury that was, they're bad.
Oh, damn.
So I don't want Cowboy to go out like. Could you imagine like some catastrophic thing that makes you end your career? That's not what you want to do either.
Yeah.
It's hard when you're on the giving end of those though. When I ended some careers, just I can't help it. They living them out there and just like, oh, ACL, sorry.
Let it be known that he just admitted to crippling.
I can't help it. I didn't do it on purpose.
You just admitted they're crippling people.
I can't when you have the accuracy and the abilities that I was born with.
Oh, wow.
I just touch people. I can't even hug my kids. Too dangerous.
He's a force.
So
He's not. That's not human. That's something else.
it's a sad. It's a lonely life being the baddest man. Okay, so what's after? Okay, who do you guys got for that fight though? Lozon or Cowboy? What are you gonna do?
I just hope nobody gets too
Okay,
hurt, bruh.
let's see what's been happening.
I hope for the best. Maybe Cowboy. I hope Cowboy goes out and win. I'm
Joe
gonna
Lozon hasn't fought since 2019.
Yeah, so
It was a first round knockout.
He got knocked out.
Nah, he won.
Oh, nice.
What?
Yeah, that's
Whoa!
2019.
Yeah, you know, I think that Lozon's got a little more fuel in his tank left. I think we'll see though.
I didn't know that happened though. That's
Dude, I don't know if you guys remember though when Cerrone got tricked by Conor McGregor. See, Conor McGregor figured out how to beat Cerrone. You buddy up with him. You get to buddy him. He doesn't like beating up his buddies.
That's fair.
All right?
Yeah.
Do you remember when Alex Hernandez was popping off?
Yeah.
He wasn't his buddy that fight. You saw Angry Cowboy kick the
beat
shit
his
out of that
ass.
fucking guy. And this, like, every time you get, like remember he fought Matt Brown, same thing happened. They, like, they had beef. That was a fight, you know? Every time Cowboy's, like, hugging, oh, this is my brother, we're doing what we love, he gets his ass kicked. So, but we'll see. Okay.
So you say you need to stop with that soft shit?
I don't know. I think that he takes fighting. I think he sees fighting in a different way than most people. I think he's more experiential with it than. I don't think it's about the winning and losing. I think it's about the experience. It's like climbing a mountain every time. You know, he gets to climb a different mountain every time, and I think that's for him. It's all conjecture. I don't know if this is correct, but he's like you said. He likes jumping out of airplanes, going on adventures. Literally, there's no fight is the same ever. So every time you might make the same walk. You know, make the same walk to the arena. You may even fight in the same arena, but every single experience is a different jump.
For real.
You know, you can skydive 1,000 times like I've done, and you kind of get the hang of it. It's easy. You can start doing tricks, whatever. But at some point, it becomes kind of like, oh, I'm skydiving again. Yeah. You know, but in fighting, you just don't know what's going to happen. It's always different. And that's why I think some people get addicted to that adventure as well. I mean, Almighty, how about you with your fights? You've had some scraps like everything's different, right? Every time, every experience.
For sure, everything's definitely. It gets kind of easier though. It gets easier.
Do you try to have some consistency with your routine up into the event? There's just certain things that you always do.
Yeah, it's always like the same kind of.
Your
ritual.
rhythm.
Or like you gotta the same time. So you start like 6 weeks out, maybe 8 weeks out.
Gotcha.
And then you ramp it up as you get closer and closer, but maybe like less rounds as you get closer and closer because the fight maybe less rounds.
What about pre-fight, but like the moment you're like about to make the walk?
That's the part that gets that's the part that gets easier.
Gotcha.
So in the very first one, you're like, what the fuck? Like, is this supposed to be? Like, I don't know what's happening. I don't even know when to walk out. Like, what part of song?
Yeah.
There's a lot of shit that goes into it. But as it gets, say you're fucking like Cowboys, what 40, 50 fights in?
Yes.
Like, that's I don't know.
Insane.
He's done it
Used
so
to.
many times.
You know,
Like,
it's
just
maybe
routine.
Yeah, maybe it is like the skydiving thing. He's looking for that
That
one
rush,
more rush
bro.
of the first
Yeah.
time he got in there. Maybe it's so routine to him, it doesn't even get him up anymore. He's like, come on, give me some of this juice. You know? It's, can you imagine having that, like, being dulled? I mean, I know the feeling. You guys, I mean, it's going to be a while for you, but, like, it's, like, hard to explain. Okay, so after the Cerrone fight, who's fighting after that?
this Ronny fight? It's Shogun, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, sure.
Oh,
Bro, okay, so
he did steal a cool name though for a ring name, which I hate ring names.
It's Shogun and Oven St. Preux.
Yeah.
Owen.
That's gonna
damn.
be good.
So like yeah, this whole card is like not the whole card, but the whole main card is senior citizens.
This is this is like you lose, you get cut.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
Because Gaethje's getting close to the end of that contract too.
He's good, but he's gonna. Okay, well,
I mean,
we'll
he's gonna be here for
Yeah.
like maybe 2-3 more fights.
Yeah.
But I don't think he's gonna stay here.
yeah.
Carla Esparza might be out after if she loses to Nami Yunus.
Well, so what is
She's
this?
on a tear. She's doing
Yeah,
good though.
So what fight are we talking? What were we talking about? Which one were we on? Oh,
No, we're
OSP.
on Shogun and Oven.
Okay, so this is another one where I like, now that I'm thinking about this card, I'm falling for the names out of like nostalgia.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
OSP, I'm not like super stoked to watch him fight. What, he's gonna put a Von Flu on somebody?
Hey yo, those Von Flus come in clutch sometimes.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I actually invented that before Von Flu.
Mm.
He stole. I mean, I didn't call it a name. I was like, I'm just doing this joke, and for some reason, he's like, oh, let me put my name on it. Whatever.
Word.
All right.
Word.
So anyway, OSP versus Shogun at 205, huh?
They've tried to make this fight like 5 times, haven't they? They've tried to make this fight a lot though.
Is that right?
Yeah, over the years, like over the past like 5 years, they've tried to make
I
this
think that it. It's actually one of these. Again, like I guess I'll watch it. Fuck it. Fuck it. I'll watch these old.
Like who doesn't want to relive their childhood?
Facts. No, but for real.
Let's break out the old toys. They're
real.
fun for a minute. They're fun for. I hope that so. They don't. Here's what I always worry about these senior fighters. All right. Besides the fact that they can get hurt and they're slow, and I'm used to seeing them how they used to be, so I feel bad. It's like seeing a girlfriend from high school you haven't seen for a few years, and she's like, oh. You're like, oh, still got some moves, baby, but nah. All right. So anyway.
That's not what you looked like before.
I know, you're lying in your Facebook profile. All right. So anyway, but a lot of these times these guys like, they're able to just kind of slog these fuckers out for a paycheck.
Yeah.
And I hope that they're willing to I hope that when you're not fighting for any like incentive besides money, sometimes like then you start to do for self-preservation. You start to be like, wow, I'm in the 3rd round. I might be winning, I might be losing. I'm getting $100 grand, so I'm Mauricio Hua.
Yeah.
And my face is relatively intact right now. I'm smart enough. Do I go for the kill? Or do I go for like that extra 50,000? He's like, I'm already fucking rich.
Yeah.
I'm just going to lean on the fucking fence and just kind of,
Yeah, if your mind's not right, man, you'll either get killed or you'll just stop doing this shit.
Well, there are the guys that can just go in there and just like they could just be relatively safe in a fight. They know how to fucking, I guess, stay out of relative danger, pull guard. They know all these old veteran tricks that'll keep them, in a good situation. And in worst case scenario, they belly down and get choked out.
It's
Yeah,
almost
kind of like GM Valenti, like near the end of his career until he got knocked out. Bro, Chris Barnett.
It's like old ass basketball players, man. Like they start getting like in with the refs, so like, I'm just gonna sit over here. Just give me a couple fouls a game. Let me get like 10
Totally.
points.
Yeah, you get old post player. He's been in the league
Yeah.
12 years. He's like, I get my fucking,
Comes in for 5
get my
minutes.
5, come in, bang on the boards a little bit. So
Same shit.
I just like I a lot of the times, and I've had this happen to me before because Mace doesn't like to let his hopes get too hot up because it's a sign of weakness. You want to stay even. And but sometimes I get my hopes up for these UFC cards, and especially with like some of the names, you're like, oh, that wasn't so good. Then you put on Fight Night 52. You don't know who any of these guys are, and every fight ends in a fucking finish.
Right.
For sure.
Because
That's the best feeling, though.
and listen, just like I don't, how I feel about
I
decisions.
like surprises.
But how I feel about decisions, right?
Yeah.
Come on, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? You can fight until somebody can't fight anymore. That's really it. You can't get off the stool, you're done.
I mean, but not everyone can.
It
Not
just-
everyone can live that deathmatch life like you have.
Then why would you even be called a fighter?
Because not everybody is interested in watching.
They're
deathmatch.
just in it for the wrong reasons. I'm in it for the money. Okay, so anyway, so I got Hua winning that one, I think, by boredom.
I'm gonna go with Ovin St. Preux because he should have beat John Jones.
What are you talking about?
I
I bet
don't
John Jones
fucking know.
smoked crack
I
right
don't
before he came in the ring for that fight.
No, John Jones definitely did some
Yeah.
like.
He didn't
John
give a
Jones-
shit. That's
Like-
listen. That's a perfect example of a guy who just went into a fight and did just enough, avoided injury, and just manhandled another dude
and won a
and
belt.
won.
And won a
Yeah,
belt. Like
okay.
that was for an interim title. That was
Okay,
hilarious.
that's okay. Moving on. What's the next situation here?
Fuck. Yeah. Michael Chandler and Phony Turgeson.
Oh, okay. I like this one though. So I have told you my strategy for choosing fights and wins. I just watch Embedded. That's how you know.
Yeah.
And they give you all the hints that I need, all the tells. I don't think Tony Ferguson wins this. I think Tony
That's what
Ferguson.
you need. You needed to watch Embedded to figure that out.
Well, I had to get my final feelings on Tony Ferguson because I love him. All right, I love him as a fighter. He's not, in my opinion, he's not a super technically skillful fighter. If that makes any sense, I think he probably, if he asked you to show you proper technique, he could do it. I don't think he employs a lot of proper technique though in his fights.
Yeah, he relies on being unorthodox, like the Eminari rolls and the normal rolls. Like, man, rolls after you drop him. Like, how do you fight that?
You just wait till he.
I mean,
stands
you
there
know what I mean.
No. What you do is you let him grab onto your leg like that guy did against Ryan Hall, and you punch him in the face, and they go to sleep. That's what you do.
I don't know. Tony Ferguson doesn't go to sleep too often.
No, he hasn't. But I when people come after the legs, I think that's a really you better hit it. You better hit that
Facts.
quick, like BJ
Facts.
Penn on Ryan Hall. But when
You
Ryan Hall,
don't.
yeah, when Ryan Hall got with that guy from Sweden, what's his name? The little guy who's coming up.
Oh, Ilya Taborya.
Taborian was able to kind of like just bend his knee enough. Then he started punching him in his fucking head, and he was like,
Because like with leg locks, that all you need is that all it has to be is just 1 centimeter off, and it's just like, all right,
you're in
fuck,
trouble.
bait.
Yeah. Okay, so this is a 3-round fight.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank God for Tony Ferguson's brain, man. Like,
Well, dude, 3-round fight. Tony Ferguson switches camp again. I think he's at a really, I wouldn't even say a crossroads of his career. He's at the end.
Yeah, he is at the end.
He's at the end. He could win this. He could win this, but I think Michael Chandler is gonna be really.
knock him the fuck out, right?
No,
he's
so-
gonna beat him up like Tony's been getting beat up.
Yeah, like Gaethje did.
Yeah,
So
and just
we're
like
on that,
Poirier
like-
did too.
I feel
Oh,
like
shit.
Tony can actually win this fight because a lot of people don't realize that like Michael Chandler is old too. I know he's
but
like
not just old. He was in he was in Bellator. He can get fucked up too much. Like Tony Ferguson, he doesn't move. He just stands there.
you don't think he's worn from. You don't think Michael Chandler's not just as worn, if not a little bit more worn than Tony.
I think
Maybe not. It probably doesn't have the same effect on him.
And his wrestling is so much better than Tony Ferguson's brain allows him to move. Like
I think it's.
Why are
just,
you making Tony Ferguson's brain sound like a separate entity?
He's not
right now?
moving the same.
You make that shit sound.
He's not moving the same. Listen, I went to fucking brain surgery school. All right, so I've seen what it looks like. I've actually cut open. I've been there. Like I was like, you know what? This isn't for
What's
me.
cool?
Well, I got too much to go. I got too much going on. So brain surgery school takes a lot of work.
Who is your professor?
So what I'm saying is, at some point, you get to be an age, and you're like, you're just gonna move a little bit slower. Yeah. Luckily for me, that's not happened yet, but it's because of my diet, goji berries.
I heard after the Gaethje fight, they had to stuff his brain back to his ears.
Bro, I would not be surprised. That man was fucking split
I don't do
open.
that. Yeah, no, that's I. He got punched a lot.
A lot. Yeah, like how did he not die? Like Like, not die, but like, how did you not go to sleep? Like, Jesus. Like,
Well, you can thank the amazing referee of Herb Dean to let him get punched up
no,
for a whole extra round.
And so
Safety first,
listen
Herb.
to this. Listen to this. Gaethje hit him with 143 total strikes, and every one was significant.
That was rough. It was hard to watch.
What, bro?
And he landed at 72%.
And then he lost to Dariush.
Like, oh my God, bro. Nah, I mean, but hey, I saw that coming. But not even because he lost to Gaethje prior, but because Benil's a fucking savage. Like,
No, he lost to Gaethje, then he lost to Oliveira.
Then he lost to Benil.
that murder.
Yeah.
He's
No.
not, dude. I don't know why. I think it. Well, Tony Ferguson loses this fight. He's gonna
Phony
be
Ferguson, you mean?
phony Ferguson.
Oh my God.
Turd Ferguson. He's gonna be
He's
cut.
been through so
He's gonna be
much.
cut from the UFC if he loses one for health reasons.
Yeah.
Because
He's like Diego Sanchez.
well, he also, like, his style used to be, he was able to take some damage, but he was also elusive towards damage earlier in his career.
Yeah.
And I think he's lost just that movement. And you know, this game is a game of milliseconds. This is what people don't understand who's
He's
never
lost
done
it,
it.
bro.
It's milliseconds. It's millimeters. It's small movements. And you, even with slips and crosses, it's something we drill all the time and we work on all the time. It's like those big movements, like, they're not necessary. So to be able to do those smaller movements, you got to have it's reflex based as opposed to I guess like muscular or strength. But
Yeah, and that goes away as you get older. And
It
also
does.
as you get punched in the brain for 10
it does.
years.
Yeah. Fruit smoothies help me with that. Keeping my
His
edge.
brain is
Help
a
you
fruit
with your
smoothie.
reflexes?
Fruit smoothies, yeah, and my Centrum daily vitamin.
You're sick.
Okay, moving on. Next topic here. What do we got? Okay, who do we got winning that fight though? I
Not Tony.
got Chandler by. I don't think he's gonna stop him. I think it's gonna be a 3-round fight decision. Because Tony's hard to finish. I mean, you can basically turn his arm into a pretzel. We saw that happen before. His arm was
He
like
did
bending the wrong
not
way.
tap against one of the best submission artists in the lightweight division. And I give him props for that.
Yeah. I don't know if that was good for his arm. All
It
right.
wasn't.
So I got Chandler around the house.
Yeah.
The Hammer Time bet of the week. We're going to go with the fight. I'm going to go Hammer Time. Guaranteed pick. Michael Chandler beats Tony Ferguson.
No,
Book
watch Tony Ferguson throw like a fucking rolling elbow or some shit and just knock him out.
He's gonna.
Yeah.
You would like that, Ronnie.
His
Wow.
brain's gonna turn over in his head as he spins, and he's gonna like just not get it. You'd like that.
He gonna headbutt the dude on accident and then get disqualified and lose.
Okay, so what's next here?
Next is Rose Namajunas and Carla Esparza.
Okay, this is another one. Again, this is like, I don't think these fights on this card are going to be as exciting as people think. I think Rose beats her up pretty badly. Boxing.
Yeah.
Rose Namajunas is, you know what's so funny about her? I was watching videos of her with hair. It looks fucking weird, for one. When she has hair, I'm like, what the fuck is this? Because she is attractive, but she's getting less attractive as she gets older. Not in a bad way, but listen, her nose is fucking broken.
Yeah, no, it's
It's she
old
looks like a
wrestler,
boxer,
man.
yeah. And like, it's like I know she's cool with it because she's a fucking badass bitch, but fucking like she is the best boxer in that division by far. She's better. She's a better striker than Yen Jatri.
No, but like, look at her coach. Like,
Are we speaking about Rose?
Rose is so good at technically speaking. I think she might be if you were to watch her like in a fight like.
I think she's like technically.
She stays technical the whole time.
It's her and Demetrius Johnson.
yeah, they're never
Yes.
like her.
They're like video game controllers.
Exactly.
Yes.
They're never out of position. That's what I'm saying. But look at who trains her: Trevor Whitman and Pat Barry, two people who like are phenomenal strikers who are known for never being out of position.
Against Czech Congo, he's a little out of position.
Yeah, he was. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
That was
his
so
striking looked really technical. He was like 2001 monolith hammer fisting the dude instead of like. Anyway, so So, but it gave us a great moment in fighting history, didn't it?
Yeah.
All right. But Rose, when you watch her in the fights, because you can watch a guy hit pads all day, you can watch a girl hit pads all day, you can look really technically awesome, and most people pretty much do. If you have been hitting pads for years, you can pull off a round. You look like, wow, that guy knows what the fuck they're doing. They're doing everything right. You know, nobody's punching you back. But in a fight, one of my old coaches told me the worst you're ever going to look is in your fight. The worst you're going to look technically in your is going to be in your fight. And I was like, oh, okay, because you do see a lot of looping punches. You see a lot of unorthodox things happen in fights. Now, I think they're less unorthodox and less bad because you've done things so technically well, so it keeps those not quite world starry a little bit more in line. But Rose never is exposed. Like when she boxed, like we talk about the chin behind the shoulder. Everything's just like pop, 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 long strikes, and
She uses her range really well.
it's so cool.
fucking well.
And it's weird because she's only like 5'4".
Right.
Yeah.
Which means she's really like 5'3.5".
Mm-hmm.
And she
So,
looks taller.
Yeah,
than
she's
she-
like huge.
Yeah, like she looks so much taller than any girl she faces. Like the only person that looked
It
the
might
same
just be
height
her
as her.
fucking like aura, bro.
Yeah,
like, we
bruh.
just think of her so
Like, bro,
highly.
exactly. It's like some anime shit. Like, she's just
Well,
like,
she also has a dark side.
Yeah.
You can see
No,
that.
bro.
You can see that she's got a darkness to her that I don't think she necessarily likes, but she lets it out, and she lets that. She can go to dark places.
She talks about it a lot. She was talking about how like, she used like really mysticism type martial arts terms, but she was talking about like how like your aura and like the dark side of martial arts is really good. How she fought for a long time using like that dark side of martial arts, using that like that aggression, that anger, and like
that shit tires you out.
yeah, and
it
that's what
makes-
she
keeps you
that's what she
content.
was saying, and that's she was saying something similar to like that's what led to her losing to Andrade. Like she kept fighting with that dark side of martial arts.
Totally.
And, like,
I mean,
now
that's
she feels
dude.
better about
Seriously,
herself.
seriously, that's what cost fucking Vader. That's what cost Vader and the entire Empire. Okay, so
That's
same
facts.
thing.
That's facts.
Same thing. So you got to be in control of that dark side a little bit. You got to be in control. Yeah. So I think that Carla Esparza. I think they're running out of people for Rose to fight.
Yeah.
Is what's happening. So you know how they recycle people, but let's not forget what happened to Amanda Nunes when she fought Juliana Pena. All
Which
right.
I called.
Well, I psychically sent you that message. I was like, dude, you gotta pick this one. This is going to happen. You're like, yes, Mace, I hear you. Yeah. So
wild.
I learned that this trick, the voodoo trick, like I got this shit. So I'm like, so what you think you're thinking might be what I'm sending to you in the thinking.
Word noted.
Yeah. So anyway, so he was right about that one, and so this could very well happen on this fight too.
Yeah.
Carla Esparza's not a newcomer. She's fought a lot. She's had success. She's beat Rose.
Yeah.
So
That's like the really big draw about this fight. That's the only reason that, like, other than them both being, or just wanting to watch Rose.
yeah, but the similarities between the Amanda Nunes and Juliana Pena fight, now that I think about it, are so similar because Juliana Pena's a grappler as well. Heavy grappler. Rose can and is great with submissions, but she's not a straight grappler.
Yeah, she's not. Yeah, she's
So
a
She
jiu-jitsu.
grapples to get up.
Yes.
But if she gets to the ground, she will tap you.
She'll take it back. She'll get an arm. She'll get an
Yeah,
arm
she's
bar.
a jiu-jitsu grappler. She's not a grappler.
Yeah.
But that doesn't
Carla,
matter. But that doesn't matter if you can, like. It was we were talking about this before the show.
Yeah.
Oliveira versus Habib, who'd win, and I'm going Oliveira because you can control somebody as much as you want, but as soon as you, like it's jiu-jitsu, you're on the fucking ground. You can control me on the ground as much as you want. I'm gonna find my way, and Oliveira is like the highest level of jiu-jitsu that we've ever seen in UFC because he has the most submissions.
Well, I'll tell you what, Almighty, that fight I used to not be intrigued by that fight at all, the Habib versus Oliveira. But that, to me, is a fight that I think we were robbed of.
Yeah,
Because
For sure.
I think that...
Khabib saw the writing on the
you know,
wall.
no,
He ran.
I don't think it's that. No, well, I think the issue with this is it's like the only reason we're robbed of that, and we were robbed of the Tony Habib fight, but that's a whole different story.
Ew.
But Habib fought every fighter, whether in a title defense or on the come up in that division.
When he
That's
was
facts.
when when Habib was winning, Oliveira was not winning.
And he's also fighting at 145 at that time too.
True, he was
Yeah,
winning.
they didn't even know
but-
of each other like that.
Yeah, but so it just was bad timing because that is Habib's fought all the styles. He's fought all the styles.
Other than the high level
Except for the
jiu-jitsu.
high level jiu-jitsu guy.
And he's the highest level jiu-jitsu
Yeah.
guy.
And so that was the one, now that I think about it, like, you know,
I have
Gosh.
Oliveira by flying knee.
Against Habib?
Against...
Oh,
Yeah, against anybody.
Yeah.
Okay. That's something that we're never going to see, but it would have been, that would have been...
Unless Oliveira shows up and like Russians like, you fight me now or some crazy shit.
Bro.
I've done that before. They don't respond well to that, but luckily I'm myself, so I'll
That's when you get jumped. That's when he's like, what the
Listen,
fuck?
man, I've been over there. I've dealt with the KGB. Okay, so what's after? So I got in that fight. I got Rose, but
I got Rose as well.
I think it's gonna be another 5-rounder for her. I
Fourth
think that,
round. I got fourth
You got a
round
TKO?
submission. Submission in the fourth round.
I don't think that Rose is gonna put that one to the floor at all. If she has anything to do with it, she's gonna box her face off and avoid. Like if Rose fights her fight, it's gonna be dominated on the feet, punching, getting in and out of range, and then she does have that capacity to knock girls into a different realm, though. She's
For sure.
knocked down Zhang Weili, and then she put what's her name?
Pause. The fucking pause on
She starched her pretty good. So
She was beating the shit out of Andrade, and then she got
Whaley
slammed.
the second time.
Whaley the second time that was a 5-rounder though, right?
It was. It was
Yeah.
a really good fight, but I don't think Whaley like. No, that was actually a really good fight.
That was a really close fight.
Yeah. And Whaley she possibly could have won that.
Yeah, I had Whaley winning for like half a second, but then I resaw and I was like, Rose convincingly like won over a couple of the rounds.
Well, that was definitely a hard fought fight, which shows a lot about what Rose can do.
Yes.
She can go 5 fucking hard rounds, or she can put you to sleep. She went 5 rounds with Joanna as well in their second fight. The second time they fought.
That's one of the greatest fights of all time.
That was a banger too. So, okay, cool. So I do have Rose winning this. I have Rose winning this, and then possibly fucking I don't know. She might retire.
She needs to call out Valentina Shevchenko.
Oh, no.
She get beat up in that
What?
fight.
They train together.
I think Shevchenko's too big.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a matter of skill. I think more so than in the men's fighting. I think size matters more to women. I think the 10-pound differences between women is astronomically different than it is with men.
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah,
because how many women are fighting over the 100? What's the highest? 145, right?
145.
That's the biggest they are. So those women are walking around maybe 170. That's a large woman.
Yeah.
That's a large athletic woman. Okay? So, but you get these, like, a difference between a 115-pound woman and a 125-pound woman after they cut weight. I think a lot of 115-pounders don't cut a lot of weight.
Yeah.
They're
Because
probably
Rose
fucking 22.
Yeah.
Rose walks around at 121.
Yeah, so, and then you got Valentina Shevchenko, who probably weighs around 140.
Yeah.
142.
And probably really 155.
And she's like a muscular, powerful woman.
Yeah.
And I just don't think... and that's the same...
I be forgetting
But that's the same problem that she had against Amanda Nunes, because Amanda Nunes is just bigger than Shevchenko.
I be forgetting about that. I be forgetting that like female fighters have to cut weight too, and sometimes they do have to cut.
Women have a harder
weight.
time cutting weight as well, and then just the the differences, like women, I think they're just like they distribute power differently. So again, I don't have any fucking, I can only know so much.
Yeah.
With brain school, brain surgery school, being the best martial artist to ever live.
Yeah.
I'm pretty much a professional chef, nunchuck expert. So, there's only so much time, but I think it just matters too much with size. So, but Rose, I
got Rose by knockout.
Knockout?
Yeah, I think Carla's gonna shoot. She's gonna knee her, then piece her the fuck.
Okay.
So where I came in with the decision, with the fourth round submission is, I think Carla's gonna take her down, and then like Rose gonna be like,
sub her.
and then Rose is gonna be like, all right, fuck you then. Triangle, arm bar, whatever.
Yeah,
she
yeah.
wants
Well, I think, to be honest with you, now that I know the matchup is wrestler versus striker, obviously Rose can wrestle. Obviously, these people and Carla can strike. I like the matchup better than.
And Carla has like close to 10 more fights.
Gotcha. She's got a lot of experience. You know what else? She's a wrestler as well. She's a wrestler. Like she wrestled in the Olympics, I believe, or something like that. So she's a wrestler.
High level though, yeah.
But
that's gonna get a triangle.
Well, with you know, when Rose fights against another striker, I got money on Rose all day.
Yeah.
If she fight, there's nobody can even compete with her pedigree of hands.
Not just her hands, bro. She knocked Wei Li Zhang.
You know what though? For her,
kickboxer.
it all starts with these things. She's a 1-2 wizard. That 1-2, she just that combo 3.
That's bad.
She kills that 3.
She
works through the fucking strike tree it's all 1, 2, 3 pop. We're gonna do a fight.
And it just all flows
3, 2, 3. She hit the 3-2-3 on Yen J trick. That's the one that put her down. So 3-2-3.
Okay, so like her style of striking is very like she has like a Senda style of striking.
Yeah.
And it's like it just flows. It's just so fluid.
It's all basics and that you know Almighty. We talked about that with you. How you just do the basics. You do the fundamentals.
Jab, cross.
Just
maybe a hook.
Master those and you can fight. If you master those 2 strikes, you can fight. I mean,
especially with the range.
Yeah.
Like, if you know you have the range, you have the confidence. It's super easy.
You can
the
go.
Klitschko brothers literally ruled over with like a jab.
Yep. So, and it's amazing how far you can stick that thing out.
Yeah.
And be like, that works. It works. It sucks getting jabbed. Not that I know because I slip them, but I've seen other people happen to them, and it's like they don't look like they're having a good time. Okay, so that's what's the main event?
Main event is Charles Oliveira and Justin Gaethje.
This is the fight. This is why I'm pirating this pay-per-view. Okay? Because this is why I'm pirating this pay-per-view. Because I want to see this fight. All right? Usually go on Facebook and watch somebody. They do this thing where they put their screen on there.
That comes in so
yeah,
close,
I love it. That's how I watch all my fights because I'm cheap. Okay. So, in this fight, though...
You got Justin Gaethje by violence?
I got Justin Gaethje... Okay. This is... I hate these stupid hypothetical scenarios, but we're going to talk about it anyway.
Hell yeah.
Charles Oliveira gets hurt early in almost every fight. Mm-hmm. Almost everybody after that, I think they think it's going to be easy work, and they take their foot off the fucking gas. It's happened in his last couple fights, where... Chandler rocks him. Chandler's in the control of that fight. He could just walked out and put that same pressure on, and all it took was
a left hook.
It was like a left hook.
Mm-hmm. Because he got sloppy.
He had his hands down.
He had the same pressure, but he put the same pressure on him. If I remember correctly, he started out with a T, and then he was like ranging with the jab.
Yeah.
And then he got sloppy, and then because Charles Oliveira has really good striking, and he's a really good all around striker, and then he got caught with that left hook, and then he dropped.
Unbelievable. That was a quick turn of events too.
Yo, I saw that live. That was when I first that fight made me a fan of Charles Oliveira. That was the first fight where I picked him to win, and then that solidified him as my favorite lightweight of all time.
Oliveira hasn't lost in 5 years.
First, he hasn't lost. I don't know why. I don't know. I don't even know why I picked him.
And they're all finishes. It's submission, TKO, KO.
That's the thing. He is a mixed martial artist.
Submission.
This man is a mixed martial artist.
KO.
He studies Muay Thai. He studies Muay Thai in the part of Brazil where it's where Muay Thai is.
Well, no, I don't want to start saying his striking is elite. That's not.
He's not. I'm not saying he's an
his
elite
striking
striker.
Is just I'm not just above mediocre. It's better now.
He's got great MMA striking.
Yeah.
He throws enough to throw whatever else he wants to do.
Well, yeah, he trains out of shooter box. That's their thing.
I think his striking is effective though.
It's super
weird,
quick,
but yeah,
it's super quick and it's only what he needs. It's not overzealous because if you get to the ground, then what? And that's why.
What are you gonna do? Submit him?
Yeah, that's why I got him by flying knee in almost every fight.
Because you never know.
No, man, because he's either gonna. Everyone thinks he's gonna take you down because he's gonna submit you.
But no,
he's that high level.
He will throw hands with you.
Exactly, and not only throw hands, it's gonna be like hands, and then when you're like kind of just lax, he's gonna throw a flying knee.
Yeah.
You know, real easy to this one though. I think it stays on the feet. Gaethje outlasts him, and he's just tougher. Mm-hmm. I don't think he's gonna knock out Gaethje because
I think he's gonna check a few Gaethje kicks, and Gaethje's gonna back off, and he's gonna fly knee him.
Well, listen. I could see any of these scenarios playing out, but
that's what's crazy
if
about
this
this
goes
fight.
to the ground at all, Gaethje's dead.
Yeah,
he's dead.
And Gaethje said that.
I think he is probably. Here's the thing about getting taken down. You got to be a dog.
Yeah.
All right. Being taken down is mentality. Now technique comes into there. There's guys who can hit a. You get surprised by a takedown one time, and usually that's a technique takedown. You're like, whoa, okay, those happen. But if you have any inclination like this is happening, and you read that takedown, you sprawl at all. If you hit a sprawl at all, you should never be taken down. And that's what a lot of guys in MMA do. It's a will thing. It's a mentality thing. You can't go down, especially against a guy like Charles Oliveira, because you know that's a death sentence. He's not taking you down because he's trying to save time or in trouble. He wants you there.
Yeah.
He's totally stoked to be there. And his submission skills pretty close to like half of what I can do. Yeah. Knowing that,
which is a lot.
It's just I forget some of the moves. I know so many.
Yeah, bro. It's vast.
Yeah, and but he's I've never even seen Justin Gaethje. I don't think he's ever won a fight by submission.
No.
And that's the craziest thing about someone like him though, and what people don't remember is that he is a fucking wrestler, a high level wrestler. He's wrestled at the collegiate level, and apparently he's really good.
He wrestled Jordan Burroughs twice. Like his defensive wrestling.
Yeah.
Like he has a very similar wrestling style to I forget his name, but some Russian wrestler. But he's very defensive.
I tell you what, Justin Gaethje's got a face of a wrestler.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's got that wrestler face.
You can tell he's just like dirty. Like he's very dogged with his wrestling. He's very determined.
I don't think he wrestles offensively though. He doesn't wrestle offensively at all.
He doesn't like he never takes shots. He doesn't
And Oliveira's not gonna try to shoot. I think Gaethje's
Oliveira
gonna fuck his
shoot,
legs
though.
up bad. Gaethje's gonna fuck his legs up bad.
Oh definitely.
Bad.
Oh yeah. Without question.
Well, yeah. So, but I don't know. I don't think. Excuse me. I think it goes to a decision. I think it's gonna be because this is Gaethje's already had the interim belt. He fought for the belt.
Yeah. He's a champ.
Yeah, but he's got to, in order for him mentally, he's got to win. This is a big deal for him.
Yeah.
This is the biggest, obviously every fight's the biggest fight. This is a career legacy maker. This is the legacy maker. If he wins this, he completes his character arc of getting as high as you can, because if he doesn't win this fight, he's not gonna ever contend for the championship again. I just don't. It's you and I would.
That's how lightweight works, bro.
But he's also, and he's not old, but he's 34, I think. Who's coming up? Who's getting spicy? Like who are the spicy 155ers? Because right now,
Rafael Vasily.
Yeah, but right now 155 doesn't have a superstar because Charles Oliveira is a great fighter, but he doesn't speak English.
Yeah.
If he wins this fight, I feel like
he would be a sensation because I don't know what his personality is. I do know he's a very, very clean living religious dude though. Okay? Like he's all about God. He's even got I heard his rap song today about his life, and he fought his way out of the favela, so
did you know Du Bronx actually means the ghetto?
No kidding.
Yeah, he's Charles from the ghetto.
Yeah, because he's legit, and so I think that thanks.
Yeah, man. That 155 divisions, it's pretty.
It's stacked. 145 and 135 too.
To all our fans out there,
this
it's
is
for my
this isn't
cataracts.
stacked. No, this isn't stacked at all. Everyone's old. The only people that are coming up are Makachev, Benil Dariush, and that's really it. Next
Lightweight is stacked. It has so many technical
no,
fighters.
it has so many old motherfuckers, bro.
Yeah, and I'll say that like Makachev is a good fighter, but again, he doesn't have any personality. He's not Khabib. Khabib, even though he couldn't speak English well when he first came up, he's funny as fuck.
Khabib is so fucking like if you like listen about his whole story, like the man he has a degree in fucking economic business or some shit.
Yeah, but also his personality's funny. Like Islam is more like not funny.
Yeah, he's like Khabib has really American humor, which is so surprising. Like he has that.
Well, his humor resonates well
DC.
with it because he's Habib is unintentionally funny.
A lot, yeah.
He's not trying to be funny.
Number one bullshit.
This is number one bullshit. He wasn't trying to be funny. Because that's hilariously funny to us though. And but the reason why Habib's so funny is because he's brutally honest. All right, and he can back up everything he's done. And so he always
coincidentally Oliveira is the same way, which is kind of funny. They're both very like blunt and straight to the point.
Yeah, and this is for both these fighters. I think Oliveira's got he's cemented himself now as a legend of the sport, UFC Hall of Famer now, with the title defenses and just how
he actually may end up being the greatest lightweight ever.
He looks fucking big. He looks fucking huge for a lightweight. Like he has to be probably. It's like, so what's deceiving about UFC and I've noticed is that, like Justin Gaethje, looks like a huge dude, but he's not a huge dude.
Yeah.
No, man, not at all.
He walks around 170 pounds.
I believe it. So I've been
He's
actually
like
watching
weight.
his YouTube.
Yeah.
Oh, he walked.
And he looks like he's like already at his weight already.
Yeah, like
He shows up at fight week at 160. That's his goal.
Yeah.
And he just he's not like, if you look at him, his legs are not big. He's not like jacked up top. He's not like, she's in great shape, but he's a pretty like normal sized guy. And I think.
Whoa, so honestly, Gaethje's taller than Oliveira.
Is he really?
Charles Oliveira's 5'8".
How can he be 5'8"?
Charles Oliveira is taller than 5'8". He's taller than Gilbert Burns, who was 5'9".
I'm thinking that he's about 6 foot 6'2".
He looks
Charles
fucking-
Oliveira ain't 6'2", but he's 6 foot he's 5'11" at the very least.
He's got to be, his back is fucking broad as shit.
Yeah,
too.
like that. Like he stood next to Gilbert Burns and he towered over this
I
man.
don't think Gilbert's a tall fella though.
Nah,
He's
bro.
5'9".
That's
So
what.
he's 5'8".
Yeah, everybody does that
Come
in
on,
fighting.
bro.
Yeah, everybody puts one on in fighting. Obviously, though, I think it looks like Charles Oliveira takes 2 off, because there's no way in hell that dude's 5'8".
When we see their face off.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll know that because Gaethje is about the exact same size as I am. So about 5'11" and about 170 some pounds.
Yeah, on here they got 5'9".
It was weird because I don't believe in weight classes. I'll fight anybody, anywhere, any size. I'll fight a kid. I don't care. But, I mean, the kid wants it. We don't want to get smoked, come get it. But, listen, there's some tough kids out there.
You right?
Plus, you got like, one time I was attacked by 6 of them, but I just did like this tornado kick. Fucking lights out, baby. Worked, dude. I was like, perfect. Just like a sprinkler. Their heads went back, and I was like, cool. I'm gonna take your lunch money, son. Done deal.
Did you actually take their lunch money?
They didn't have any. So there's no way.
Evil world.
Oh man, these kids people want smoke. They see me. People, you know what? I got do people always want to challenge me? Is it the hair? Are they jealous? Is it the chucks?
Fucking jealous.
Is it the jacket?
Is
it the Mace Hammertime lifestyle?
I would definitely fight you for the jacket.
Is it the it's probably the Hammertime lifestyle. Listen, so I got in that fight. I got Gaethje. I'm not gonna.
I got Oliveira winning. That's like I'm tired of him being disrespected.
I don't think he's being disrespected. He just doesn't speak English.
That's facts.
It's
Like,
hard.
they
It's
really-
hard.
Nah.
Listen, and Bennett comes on. He starts talking. I don't want to read. Sorry, I don't want to read.
He said, I'm tired of reading. He said, I'm tired of the subtitles. Give me something different.
I don't.
So many subtitles.
Yeah, but I don't get to fucking. I don't get any of his humor that way. I don't know what he's saying. He might be funny as fuck, but I'm like, oh, this guy's not that interesting because the interpreter's not as. Anyway.
Oliveira's he might be. Well, he's my favorite fighter behind Adesanya.
Did you know he has a ranch? Oliveira has a ranch.
Oh yeah, down in Brazil.
Yeah, he races horses.
Did I ever tell you about the time I swam down the Amazon?
Whoa.
Yep, cool. They got river dolphins. I was like, it was one of those things I did that I can't really talk about.
You did.
Dude, at Amazon, I swam it.
Were you sober when you did this?
Dude, the hammer time is always sober, unless I bring a little bit for my cataracts. Because that's why I gotta wear the shades all the time. Okay, so, but yeah, Brazil, cool place.
Yeah,
I
have Oliveira flying knee. If he doesn't flying knee him, he'll tap him out. But I really do think Gaethje has a chance.
You think Oliveira's gonna win though?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, the Almighty has spoken. His pick is Oliveira. I'm not sure about this one. I think it's gonna be a. I want to see. It's gonna be a good fight. It's gonna be a good fight. I would like for Gaethje to win just because I think he's a fighter's fighter.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that Oliveira's not. But if Gaethje could taste a little bit of the glory that he deserves, we'll find out, I guess, if he deserves it more, right? Because that's how you tell. When the fucking leather, strap on the freaking gloves and freaking start throwing leather.
Hey, when it if it goes 5, I got Gaethje.
Same. If he doesn't get stopped, I got Gaethje.
America, baby.
Yep. That's what I'm talking about. Take a look at the fucking headband. These colors don't run. Okay, so that's the picks for the fucking fights coming up. Let's hope we have a good one. I know I'll be tuning it in. Not pirating. I didn't mean that. That was a joke. Kinda.
Please, Dana.
We'll take any heat we can get. Come on, come after us.
Dana, he can take any heat he can get.
Okay, well,
that's all I got to say.
If you like this type of content, which I'm sure you do, like, subscribe, share it. We're gonna be on Instacart. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Instagram.
With the tweeters.
Yep, and FaceTime, all that stuff. We'll be ready to go, so you have more access to the
Uvu.
Yeah, on Hulu.
Uvu.
All right, so
Yeah.
the Almighty knows all about the social media stuff. The Hammer's still got a flip phone here, Hammertime flip phone, because I don't want him tracing me. I'm too dangerous. I gotta keep my low profile. So we're here at Toolbox Studios and Dojo in Parts Unknown. We'll be checking back in next week with a review of this weekend. Hope you all have a safe, awesome weekend. Shout out here to Ronny J. What's up?
Ronny J.
Out, the Almighty behind the desk.
Yes, sir.
Keeping us informed. Thank you all so much for joining in. Hope you enjoyed the show. Keep it up. I got some fight breakdowns for you. We're looking for sponsors. Hopefully, only Fortune 500 companies, though. We need a lot of money.
Elon Musk, hit us up. We just mentioned Twitter.
Yeah, we're into the green stuff.
I
Like
just want a
energy.
Tesla. I don't even need the money. Just
Yeah,
give me a
yeah.
Tesla.
All gear sponsors. If you want to sponsor some badasses, come see us.
Veritex. Hit me up. I've
Yep.
been wearing a lot of y'all stuff, so
So this has been the Mace Hammertime MMA Power Hour with Ronny J and the Almighty signing off for today. Have a great weekend and
Peace out.
aloha.